Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob, and today we're going to be playing Session 3 of our campaign, our third solo campaign of Elder Scrolls of Betrayal the Second Era. Continuing with our One Hand and Shield build, which seems to be doing a little better. I do have a correction from last stream. I quickly looked over for our end of session EP, and I realized today when I was trying to set up a little bit before stream, I was actually using the end of session EP for session 3, not 2. So I didn't really need 34 XP. We didn't need to set up the final encounter at 34 XP. It was supposed to be just 29 XP. Not a huge difference. But yeah, if I did maybe more combats, I'd be even higher. And yeah, I maybe took too much XP and went too high. We didn't need to really do that. Yeah. So we played on a little bit of a harder mode, quote unquote, but was it really? Since our XP scales with the, since we kept the end of session EP at our XP, we kind of kept it even. So I don't think it really changed anything. But today we're using 34 as our EP. Yeah, so I messed that up. This is not a big deal, but just letting you guys know, anyone watching. I don't think anyone left comments yet or anything about that, but yeah, if you made it to this point, and you already left a comment. Yeah, I caught it, but it was too late. Yeah, again, we wouldn't even be here at session 3 without you guys reminding me about taking a guild assist, retreating, helping me with my build. I mean, some things we chose maybe made it rougher in session 1, but session 2 was good. It worked out good. So we've made it here, and I didn't think we were going to make it here without rage quitting. So thank you guys. I appreciate your help because we were close. So yeah, we're going to continue today. Thanks a lot for watching, tuning in, hitting the like button, and supporting us here on YouTube by clicking the join button. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. This one? Nope. This one? This one. Thank you for subscribing. All of you crazy people. I love it. All right. Come on. Today is going to end with a rage quit. In session 3, I mean, I want to win. I get a little frustrated, but I like the way it's like do or die. And it's like, you know, when you like play a board game, like a one-off board game or whatever you call those, like a single session board game, like a Euro, or just like a scenario board game where you just set up a scenario, play it, put it away, reset everything. If you play that whole, 2-hour, 3-hour session, get to the end and die at the final mini boss, or, you're done your session with your friends, you check your scores and see who wins. Like, as long as you're playing the whole time, it's like, who cares that you didn't win, sort of? Like, I want to win, I'm competitive, right? So I do get frustrated, I'm very competitive, but if you get your gameplay out of it, it's fine. So like, we made it all the way here. If we like die on the first scenario and like I set this all up and then we have to clean it up in like an hour, if we really took an hour to play, yeah, then I'd be frustrated. I wouldn't rage quit, but yeah. But our build in session 1 was feeling like weak, man. It was like weak. When you're not able to damage enemies, like I've said before, in a game with a timer, and you're just watching that timer tick, and you're like, oh, none of the enemies have lost any health. And I know when I hit fatigue rounds, I'm going to be losing health very quickly, and they're losing nothing. So, yep, I see where this is going. So yeah, anyways. But we still got the XP in the end. It all worked out, so I blame you guys, or I thank you guys, not for making it work out. Not the balance of the game. Not the balance of the game. You guys for decision help and stuff. One-off games. Yeah. What are they? Yeah. So a one-off game, if anyone doesn't know, and when I say the one-off game, that's what Mel and I call them when we're like, we learn a game, we play it, we might play it. It's funny, we call it one-off because ultimately it's going to have like one stream, one play session, like one final session we're working towards. And I think Mel came up with the term. But it's basically like there's no continuing story. There's no scenario 1, 2, and 3. There's not like, different bosses to play. It's just like, we're going to learn this game and we'll play it ourselves. Like, I'll practice it myself. We'll go through tutorials, read the rules, play it off stream, take it to a family member's house, play it sometimes. To really get an understanding, we'll play games with Kyle off stream the same way. And then we're ready for the show. We're ready for the final time to play it before it gets put away. So it's like it's one time show. It's like, it's like it's like a movie coming back to the theater for like a one screening, one show, and it's away. So it's like one off. Because we play lots of campaign games, right? So those are like or scenario games. So one off games is something like, let's say like I don't know, Dune Imperium Uprising we played recently, right? So we played that a bunch off stream, and like all of it was prepared just to play one game on stream and then kind of put it away and like never care about it in the Rob's Gaming Table world. Will I play it at family members' houses in the future? Will I maybe buy an expansion and play it more off stream? Yeah, probably. But it's like never going to be C-stream again, probably. So, yeah, it's not into the wood chipper. It's just like no one's going to care if I play it twice is basically what it comes down to. Being real, it's like back in the day, I learned this when I first started videos for board games. Like, and primarily I was doing lifestyle games, like card games, which are not one-off games because you can play them many times, different scenarios, different decks, variations, players, tournaments, all this stuff, rules, modes, variants. And we would play a one-off board game, and then I would like, okay, let's set it up and play again next weekend. And we'd stream it or a video, and then like no one would watch. Like, no, the views would be so low. It's like, and it still happens on this channel. If I ever try to play a game a second time, very few people are interested after the first time. And that's why I see a lot of YouTube channels just play a game and they dump it and move on. Like, they might play a round or two, done. Might play a scenario, done. But yeah, if I try to play, like even the series, like more people watch episode 1 and never watch episode 2 and 3. And then more people, because this is my third solo playthrough, it will never even come close to being watched as much as my first solo playthrough. It's just how it is. So when you guys are like, oh, I'll play this game again, I'm like, it's like, yeah, you care about it, one person in the chat or in the comments, but like realistically, my stats say it might not be worth my time. Now, if I want to play it because I'm going to have fun, even if less people are there, I'll still do it. But it's like, if I'm not excited to get it out and relearn it, and I feel less people will watch it than the previous time, now that is countered by the channel growing over the years. So I can pull a game out that's like, I haven't played in 10 years, and it'll get way more viewers than the original time because no one watched that old one. YouTube buried it in the algorithm graveyard because it's so old, and they only care about new hotness. So yeah, that would work out, but yeah. Yeah, and a real gamer, and like, again, it's Rob's Gaming Table. I play it kind of, I stream it like how I would play my games, right? I usually get a lifestyle game going in the background where I play it like once a week, or a campaign I got going on. And this is how I was as soon as I got into board gaming. I would have an LCG. I'm like going to stores every week and playing, traveling to tournaments. But once a month, I would have 15 people over at my house to play board games all day. Like, they'd bring games, I'd pull out games. We're playing like, Ticket to Ride, Zombicides, and like these just one-off games that are like easy to learn and like, easy to teach, approachable, and just to cleanse the palate and have a little fun, right? Like, those are two worlds in my hobby. It's like, for me, like Mel has like her painting, and like I have like my lifestyle games, and then like we come across, we cross in the like the one-off games and the campaign games. But yeah. So right now for me, it's like Star Wars Unlimited is like I guess that would be my hobby. Because this right here, what we're playing is technically my job. But Star Wars Unlimited is like my hobby right now that I use to escape from everything else, if that makes sense. But it is a tabletop game, so I could make it cross into work, but once you bring independent Rob into, relationship Rob, the two worlds collide and it's over. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, anyways, so that's where I'm at. But yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of games I own that I'd love to play more than once on the channel, but I have to just see how it's going. So like a game like Outer Rim, right? We pull that out after not playing it for many years, and like people come and watch and it's fun. But if I try to play Outer Rim a couple weeks after playing it once, no one's going to care about the second one. If that makes sense. And I understand, because the majority of people who watch any kind of online board game content are just wanting to know what's good and what to buy. So once they get that information, whether it's for them or not, why do they need to watch anymore? Which I'm totally fine with, because I do that too, where you're like, I just need to see one session or a few rounds of a game, and I know if it's for me or not. I don't need to watch some dummy play it for 100 hours straight on YouTube. I'm going to go buy it and play it myself. I understand that, and I do that too. So it's no shame, no ill will. We're all good. But Beth says, I love campaign games, but I also like to watch and play games like Dice Throne and Final Girl because you can change it up. Yeah, they are highly replayable. Those games are highly replayable, right? Because different scenarios and setups and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, yeah. There are some people who treat those games as lifestyle games, though. So it's easy to treat that as a lifestyle game and stream it a bunch, but like the viewers that care about watching it multiple times is very low. So yeah. But I think about the alternative, like, what if I took a game like Elder Scrolls and I only ever played one stream of it? The usual tabletop content creator way of doing things, for those that even do playthroughs, right? Like real playthroughs. It's like, I'd be missing so much if I always was just learning game, stream one episode, learn game next day, stream one episode, learn game next day, stream one episode. All these big campaign games, I probably never would buy them because it would be so depressing that I would never see what the designers intended for it to go. I would never see these characters grow and get more skills, and you turn from weenie to hero, right? That's like, that adventure is fun. Seeing yourself scale and seeing where you started and where you ended is like, in a big long campaign, is like sometimes really fun. Sometimes. Sometimes just busy work and you're like, what the hell am I doing all this for? But Yogi's here for the dummy. Sucker. Anyways, I mean, I appreciate you, Yogi. I do. But yeah. Greg's here for the laughs and perfect, efficient gameplay. All right, Greg, go to hell. The laughing at my imperfect, inefficient gameplay. That's what it should have said. No, it's all good. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here for whatever you're here for. And thank you for keeping me going and keeping me somewhat sane. All right. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, just to make sure I'm not crazy. So, we're using 34 Adept Session 3 Difficulty EP. And that's what I used yesterday, but we should have been using 29, which is Session 2. So, like, for some reason, I can't tell when I look over that there's 3 tables and not just 2. I don't know why I was doing that. But yeah, there we go. Okay. So, I set up what I could without needing random stuff. Just I got the dungeon ready. I started reading the rules before I went live there, but I think I understand some of there's got like elevators in here, 3 different floors. I've marked floor 1 is here, floor 2 is here. Okay, this is floor 2, and this is floor 3. Okay, we need to care about the unrest, so I still have the map around. Normally you wouldn't kind of need the map in a endgame session 3, whatever. I've set up a couple of the quest units. I've set aside some quest units as requested, but we'll read through the stuff. We'll get all set up together fully. You've searched long and hard for clues about the so-called Soldiers of the Void and their traffic in supernatural goods under the cover of unrest in the province of High Rock. Your sleep is racked by disquieting dreams of these gray-cloaked cultists. When you awake, you find yourself at the entrance of the Doomcrag, a cursed, allied ruin where much of the cult's activities seem to have been focused. Cautiously, you step inside and see that your sleuthing has paid off. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the wood elf Delisandra, who you've learned is the leader of the Soldiers of the Void. She does a lot in this game, right? This Delisandra, she's like a busy bee. Next to her stands an imposing figure, his face in shadow, his body clad in the robes of other cult, Daedra, worshipping supernal dreamers. He glances your way, spotting you, winks of existence, much to your shock. Delisandra, on the other hand, affixes you with an evil eye. You will meddle no longer, she spits. Okay, encounter setup. We set unrest to player count +1. Unrest is 2. Set aside quest units Iudex, Ovidius, and Karzug Magul. double check my work here. Krazug Krachmaku and Iudix Ovidius. Okay. Set aside. Then it says, set up the Doomcrag dungeon using end of session difficulty EP. Deploy quest unit Lich Delsandra to hex A1 on floor 1. Floor 1. Hex A1 on the left side there in the green. Let's check out Lich Delsandra. 6 health, 3 range, 3 dice, 0 defense. Recover, so she'll heal 1 at the start of her turn. Rot, so if I defeat her, I get a over fatigue. And Penumbra, so when she's defeated, she'll jump on the weakest non-allied unit, take over their health, take over their status effects. But there's some additional rules here about how that works with the different floors, which we'll try to nail down. And quest unit Dreamweaver Fedrin on Hex B on floor 2. So floor 2 there in the blue, Hex B1, I think it was. Yeah, B1, floor 2. So B1 is on the right side of the blue there. Floor 2, right here. Okay. And this guy we played with yesterday, 5 health, 6 range, 2 dice, 2 defense, ethereal. So when I'm fighting him, not in magic stance, it negates 1 damage or something. Native, when he dies, he's going to heal everyone. Oh, that's why they need an unrest set, is for the native, right? So when he dies, he heals everyone on the map on his side, all allied units, by whatever the unrest is. So right now it'd be 2. And he's also Penumbra, so he will be, his soul will be traveling to other things. He's basically, this is like, I always forget, that Denzel Washington movie, with that Rolling Stone song, I think it's a Rolling Stone song, where like the, that like evil soul travels through like the criminals and all this stuff. I don't know, really cool movie from, I think, like the 90s. But yeah, anyways, that's what I think of Penumbra. But they should have called it whatever that movie's called. But yeah, anyways, somebody will know it, I think. I don't know. I don't know how popular that movie was, but I loved it. I've seen it a few times. I actually saw it like a year ago. I think I took the time to watch it again. Has like John Goodman in it too, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, anyways. This was the endgame I trivialized by not realizing I couldn't just fear Delsandra. Oh, Fallen. I think it is Fallen. Yeah, Yogi. I think it's Fallen. Yeah. So this should not be called Penumbra. It should be called Fallen. I don't care about your Elder Scrolls IP and what legally you have to call it, all right? Okay. If either Hex 7 or Hex 8 are unoccupied after deploying enemies, deploy a random level 1 enemy to each that is unoccupied. So let's just deploy our enemies. And we are on, what was it again? 34? We need a 20. And that 20 is going to go to here in number 1 on floor 2. See who we get. Oh no, it's the Breton Archmage. Arcane, Siphon, and Necromancy. I forget what Siphon is, but I'm assuming it's something where he steals our health and puts it under him. And Arcane. Oh yeah, what's Arcane? We'll look all that up in a minute. Then we need a 10. Number 2. Oh no, it's the Orc Wizard, who also has Arcane and Enfeeble 3. Son of a... Okay. But again, I think Penumbra might wipe these guys out and just steal their health, right? We'll see. Okay, and then we need 4 ones? Get the hell out of here. Too many ones. So just pull them out. And then we'll need more maybe, because we need to get up to 8 enemies, right? So we'll just do these 4 first. Okay, we got Wolf, Wood Elf Bandit, Imperial Bandit, Breton Bandit. Let's see what the 4th bandit we can pull out is, if there is even one. Haha, an Argonian Bandit. No way. I pulled 4 bandits in a row. What are the odds of that? Okay. Wood Elf Bandit going to number 3 on floor 1. Imperial Bandit, number 5, or yeah, number 5. No, number 4. He's got 5 health is what I'm trying to say. Goes here on floor 1. And then we got a Breton Bandit. This guy's going on number 5, which is on floor 2. And this guy is 3 health. Range guy here with a feeble 1. Going number 6 on floor 2. And then because we didn't fill 7 and 8, we're going to pull 2 more level 1 enemies. So top one will be number 1. So we got a... What do we get? Those are all level 1 I put out, right? Just making sure. Yep. We got a High Elf Bandit. So there are more bandits. Holy crap, a lot of bandits. Maybe that's not so hard to just pull all bandits. So High Elf Bandit goes on 7. And then we got a Wisp for 4 health. Going on number 8 on floor 3. All right. So, yeah, we got 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay. All right. We'll read the rules for the dungeon in a sec, too. All right. Encounter rules. Party members cannot transfer. Okay, let's read the transfer stuff. That'll probably make more sense. So we have different floors, right? And of course, they have fully functioning elevators here. So at the end of the round, all units, so that would be us and enemies, occupying A hexes on floor 1. So occupying A hexes on floor 1. And B hexes on floor 2. Transfer 1 floor above to the same hex, assuming it's not occupied. So if I'm on B1 at the end of my turn, or at the end of a round, it will transfer me up to B1 on floor 3, assuming it's unoccupied. If it's occupied, I'm not transferring, I think. So if I'm on floor 1 and I'm on A1, I will transfer to A1 on floor 2, assuming it's unoccupied. Then it says B hexes on floor 3 and A hexes on floor 2. Any units that didn't transfer this round will transfer down, assuming it's unoccupied. So basically the elevator goes up and then back down. Up and then back down. So people going up, get off. People who are waiting on up, go down and then get off. Kind of. They don't move, but there is more. Enemies will not transfer if there would be no party members occupying their new floor once all transfers are complete. So if I travel from floor 1 to 2, enemies will travel from 3 to 2 or 1 to 2 to come and get me. But they won't like leave their floor. They'll stay on their floor if I just arrive there, basically. That's how I understand it. Because they're all coming to kill me. If there are no party members occupying a specific floor, the enemies on that floor do not take a turn. And I need to remember that because I feel like that's something I'll mess up. Where I'll forget guys or I'll activate the wrong guys. So I just got to remember, I only care about activating enemies that are on my floor for now. Unless something changes that. All right. So party members cannot transfer from a floor that Lich, yes, Lich is the word I'm saying, okay? Lich Deslandra is currently occupying. So this Lich right here, if she's on floor 1 and still alive, I can't leave floor 1. But she also has Penumbra, aka Fallen. So when I destroy her, she will just transfer to, it'll say here, I think she transfers to like floor 2 or something. And then I'll be able to get away and go to the next floor. Okay, So let's read what it says and make sure that's how I'm understanding it. Oh, hold on. Party members cannot transfer from a floor that Lich Deslandra is currently occupying. And it says enemies never transfer floors. So that, I'm assuming, overrides how the dungeon works. So enemies will never transfer floors, okay? Don't let me do that, even though the other rules say that that's how it works. So obviously, depending on... Wait, this is the only endgame you'd be playing here. Oh, maybe in the another day it will do that, I guess. So enemies never transfer floors, okay? After Lich Deslandra, or however you say it, is defeated by an adventurer, all other adventurers must roll a status die and gain the rolled result. So I don't care about that part. Because even if I have companions, they're not adventurers, right? They're just party members, I think. After Lich Deslandra is defeated by any means, decrease the round counter by 1. So I got to remember, if I defeat her, to reduce the round counter, which is important. When a unit triggers quest unit skill Penumbra, they replace the weakest allied non-quest enemy unit on the same floor. Okay. So they're trying to replace someone on the same floor. So I can't just kill her and make her disappear. I got to, like, kill these guys, because then it says, if there are none, they replace the weakest non-allied enemy on the next floor higher. They are unable to replace allied units on lower floors. So if I eliminate these 2 level 1 enemies on floor 1, for example, and then I defeat her, if she has no one else to transfer to, she'll go to the next floor up to number 2. And if there's no one here for some weird reason, then she would go up to floor 3, but she'll probably just keep transferring between ones on the same floor until I can get rid of her, kind of thing. But every time I defeat her, which is kind of cool, you can kind of, I think they're letting you kind of have a game within the game here of, I can defeat her here, she transfers over to one of these guys, I defeat her there, and then that's like 2 round counter reductions, you know? That kind of thing. So maybe on floor 2, that's like more important to do that, but... Adventurers from chat? Hey, Dieter. Yeah. I think you may have conflict encounters or session 1-2 quest battles that use that dungeon. Oh, yeah, true. True. I forgot. Yeah, we did have that, right? Where there was a dungeon we were using in, like, Valenwood, right? But they had multiple dungeons in that book, I think. This one only has one, like most, I think, do. But yeah, you're right. I totally forgot. Yeah, there might be other, like, day 1 or day 2 end games, right? That end sessions or whatever you call those, the final quest encounters. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. You are right. Okay, so that's it. And it's a conquer, so we got to literally eliminate every enemy we put on the board here. So this is not going to be easy, I don't think. And let's check the... where's 3 experience, too? And then we go to day 2 when completed. Oh, yeah, and keywords. There's only 3 that could be here. We have Guild Assist, which obviously isn't going to help us, Disrupt Operation, and Assassin's Wrath. And Assassin's Wrath is a minor keyword, but this one's not here. So we don't get any adjustments. We don't have those keywords. Okay, just to be clear. Now, I know there's loot here, and I purposely left, just for fun, like I don't care. I left the items that we've all discarded from session 2. I left them out. Like I don't care. I don't want to shuffle today. I just don't care about. I'm like sick and tired of shuffling these giant decks. I'd rather just see new stuff, not shuffle in stuff and see it again in the same campaign playthrough. Since I'm playing like back-to-back days and stuff, it's just like annoying. So I just left them the same. So we'll be, if we need to do any lock picking, we'll just continue going through the deck. Like I don't care that much. And I don't think we'll need any encounters, but I didn't reset those because usually you don't care about these. But it might actually have us pull the blues to change Unrest or something. We'll just do that if needed because there's still plenty of cards there. So just if you see them on screen, you're like, that's why they're still there. I just don't care. I'll clean it all up at the end. But yeah. I don't know about the fear thing, but we ruled because you are they assume. So we ruled yesterday on stream. So if anyone's curious, this is how we're going to play it today, unless somebody found some designer answer or something, or found something somewhere official, not just somebody who played the game a lot on BGG who thinks they know how the rules work. Too many rules lawyers who didn't go to law school on the internet, I find. But we are going to we're gonna do it as Penumbra. We know is a quest unit skill, as it just worded there, and somebody mentioned that yesterday. Penumbra is only on quest units, and since Penumbra says when they replace someone else, they assume their status dice, we're going to say that overrides the rule, and it probably is in the golden rules of this game. Maybe it does say skills on these guys overrule the rule book. Like, there's probably a hierarchy, right? Most board games that, care about their players and their rules and getting things straight and keeping their game flowing usually have that golden rule hierarchy where text on cards overrules text in tournament document, overrules the rule book, overrules rules reference, whatever order they use. So when we know the rules word, the quest units specifically saying they cannot gain, which is like the ultimate, right? They cannot gain status dice. But Penumbra specifically doesn't say they gain it, they assume it, which I think is on purpose. Because why the hell would you use that wording unless you're trying to just use a different word so that it's not the exact same thing? So we're going to say that they do assume it because Penumbra is only on quest units. So why the hell would quest units ever be able to take status dice unless Penumbra is breaking that, right? So Penumbra is there to break that, I think. Otherwise, it would never work because, why put Penumbra on only quest units and say quest units can't have statuses? Like, why even mention that in the rules, right? In the enemy skills reference. Yeah, so. But who knows? I mean, I bet we can find that golden rules, and that probably just will help us. Yeah, right here. Right here. So, foundation rules. So here's the order of precedence. Officially published errata. So not answers on BGG. Officially published errata, which we didn't find. Text on a card or other game component, such as a skill line reference sheet or item card. So this actually takes precedence over the gazetteer or the rule book or officially published tutorials and videos. Okay? Like, officially published tutorials and videos are like the lowest of low. So when people are like, oh, Chip Theory did this in their live stream playthrough of a game, that's like, you can't even, even Chip Theory knows those are like, they can make mistakes because they're working on like 5 games at the same time. And they pull in employees who are like naughty, that isn't even their primary game they work on. So mistakes can be made. But it does say if a component's effect uses the word cannot, which it doesn't because cannot is in the rulebook, not on a component, unless they refer to the rulebook as a component. Nope, I don't think so. That effect cannot be overruled by any other game effect. So I'm going to say that the quest unit stuff in the rulebook is not on a component, like not on the unit maybe. I don't know, like whatever. So that's how I'm going with it. I don't know if all that will hold up in court, but that's what we'll go with, okay? Hey, Mark, just stopping in on my lunch break. Enjoy the game and kick butt. Oh, we're going to try to kick some butt. Thank you. Velko says, man, I wish there would be AI trained solely on all ever published board game rule books. Yeah, somebody told me about some software that you can like put the rule book in and then you can like, it does like searching of it, AI stuff. I forget what it was. I couldn't remember the name of it and then I forgot after. But I did want to look it up and try it, but I forget what it was. Somebody will know what it's called, but... It seems strange because fear is basically a penumbra killer. So putting a fear die on a unit in general is very hard to do in the game. So if somebody can do it, and you can, like, basically what they're saying in the game, I think, is if you can work out that puzzle and still play the game, you can get a way to put a fear die on, save it for that exact situation, get it to the end game with quest units or whatever, or like a scenario where it really matters, put the fear die on the correct unit that the penumbra guy is going to transfer to. If you are able to line all that up, go ahead. Like Chip, if you ever hear them talk about how they design like Too Many Bones and Hoplomachus at Chip Theory, they love the idea. They always put in the rules of they kind of let the player game the game. Like they let you make a lot of decisions for enemies, and they want you to take advantage of it and learn the rules of the game and bend like within the rules, bend the enemies and the scenario to your will and outsmart them and feel good about it. Like, yeah, they don't rule it like enemies. You know, there's no rule in this like the grim rule or anything like that, where like, you know, if whatever have you're not sure, do the worst thing possible to make you lose. Like there's nothing like that, and Chip Theory doesn't design games like that. So I can see them being like, if you can figure all that stuff out and do it, that kind of goes with the way they usually design games. At least their older games, they were kind of like that, which is different. That's different than a lot of publishers do. Some people are really hardcore, and their games do attract the hardcore, like rules lawyer, competitive players. But when you hear how they design these games and work them out, like you can't take them as serious as like we do, right? Like it's sometimes you're not supposed to. So yeah. Yeah, Han says, I love that they don't use the grim rule. I play games for fun, not stress. Yeah. Yeah, don't ever play them on live streams. That adds stress that that you might, even though you're playing the fun rules, there's an added stress there you might not realize. So I'm just passing on what I've learned to you. So anyways. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So, I think we're set up. I just put myself here, but like, yeah, might as well, whatever. So now that we have that, we need to look at the keywords, right? Just to kind of like, let's look at all the pieces of the puzzle. Oh yeah, maybe I can move that over. Let's do this. Something like that. Okay, let's do that. All right, that works, right? Okay, so we have up here, we have Recovery, Rot, and Penumbra. Okay, so we have to defeat her over and over again, but she's giving us Rot. So is there a way we can like, I guess the way to do it is we're gonna get one over fatigue no matter what, but we'll try to line up that fear die thing, right? And that's how I think we'll kind of like game it, right? And we know she's gonna transfer to one of these guys, and we got unlucky that they both have the same health. But I think we just decide in a tie anyway. But maybe we can just eliminate one and weaken one, or weaken both, you know, and then just transfer to the one that's the weakest, right? Yeah, I think it transfers to the weakest, right? The Penumbra? Yeah, the weakest allied non-unit. So whichever one we can reduce, maybe just even one of them. This guy has dodge, so I'd love to get rid of that. But this guy also has native. So I kind of want to replace him so that he's not healing everybody. But again, no one's lost any health. So if I kill him first, he doesn't do anything. But my fear is if I leave him, she transfers to this guy, and she's a 6 health, and she transfers to him and he has less. And then I kill him later, he'll heal her back up to her 6, like wherever she ends up, you know? So I kind of got to watch out for the natives. It's only one. It's only one. Oh no, this one is 2. Dreamweaver Ephedrine. Okay, so we have dodge, we have native. Then on floor 2, we know what enfeeble is. This guy, he's going to give us like 1 light fatigue, right? Enfeeble 3 is going to give us 3 light fatigue. We need Imperial seems reasonable. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm thinking we just get rid of him so we don't forget about it and then accidentally heal guys. But I hate dodge. Like dodge is annoying. But I think we've kind of figured out we're not going to be that bad. He has no armor. He's level 1. But arcane. The damage dealt by this unit is true damage. Oh, that's serious. Yeah. So this guy, he only rolls 1 die, but it's true damage. And this guy only rolls 1 die, but he's true damage. So that sucks. But if we can weaken them, maybe some Penumbra stuff will happen and we don't have to worry about that in the long run. And this guy, Enfeeble 3, that's an arcane, that could be rough. This guy is Steel, which I think is the roll the d6 thing, yeah. Yeah, roll the d6 and he's going to try to steal our stuff. But hopefully, maybe we can one-shot him. Or he gets replaced, like who knows. And then over here we have dodge, and we have decay and ethereal. So decay is like he'll keep losing health at the end of his turn. And but again, he doesn't activate till we're on the floor. So it's not like he's gonna decay himself before we get there. Over here, Siphon. Siphon, at the end of this unit's turn, remove 1 HP from each non-quest unit within range. Place all HP removed under this unit's chip may exceed health stat. So this guy's a range of 5. So everyone on the floor is pretty much going to be, he's going to siphon from non-quest units. So that's me and all the regular enemies, but not this guy. So this guy cannot be siphoned. We need to remember that. And necromancy. At the end of this unit's turn, deploy the top unit of the defeated stack to the closest unoccupied hex to this unit with 1 HP because we're 1 player. This new enemy does not take a turn this round. So we'll definitely have a defeated stack because we have to defeat stuff before we can even get to this floor. So this necromancer will be able to start raising the dead. Which is interesting because he'll raise guys at 1 HP and then Penumbra might work with that. So that's kind of maybe not bad. But we'll see how it's going. But the whole arcane thing, like, I want him to die. And the siphon. So he's like, arcane and siphon are pretty much like true damage, if you think about it. So that could be really bad for us. We don't have bonus HP anymore. So we only have our 7 health, which I do have 1 saved XP, I think. I think that's right, yeah. And then we'll get 3 more. So we'll be at 4. We could get our like last, oh yeah, I can't see that. I'm at 1 saved XP, so if we do get 3 more, we could just get our 2 HP to go forward if we think that's like, if we survive this, that could be something we do. Yeah, the Archmage could be a good fear target, but again, that's fine. But again, I gotta prioritize fear with the Penumbra I'd rather do, because it gets rid of 2 annoying enemies. And yeah, I don't want these enemies really replacing level 1s because then they have like amazing range and dice stats. Like she rolls 3 dice and has 3 range. Like I don't want her removing level 1s from the board and still attacking me for 3 dice like over and over again, right? And then if I have to kill her, I keep getting rotted. So fear dice, quest units, that's priority. But if for some reason that's already taken care of, yeah, then I can see fear dying him. Or if he's just near us and that makes sense. Yeah, that could be a good fear target for sure. Or even this wizard, right? Arcane, so true damage, and then enfeeble 3. Like, I don't need him putting 3 light fatigue and true damaging me either. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah. You have to have a working strategy for each floor. I know I'm gonna get there. I'm just kind of puzzling together like the what is there for keywords and make sure I understand them. So that we know, like, but we'll reassess when we get to each floor. So on this floor, my goal is to fear die one of these guys, which should be this guy, I think. That'll get rid of native, but it'll also, if we don't hurt these guys, or we can hurt him, we just don't want to kill him. We make him nice and weak, and then we go work on Deslandra. She then will transfer to this guy because we need him alive. Because he'll be the weakest. We can let this guy hit us for 1, that's fine. We should shield up though, just so we're not accidentally taking like 2s, hits for 2s, or get our new die into play. We need to get our new die into play to just help us in case we get a big hit. We gotta remember our new ability too. I didn't really use it before. I thought about it a couple times, but once per battle during your turn, recover any 4 skill dice from your cooldown track, replacing them each with light fatigue. So like I don't really like it that much, but like there might be a situation where that is super important, where we need to grab a die from that we rolled tenacity on maybe way back here, and we just grab them, put light fatigue in, and get them back and roll them again, right? So just to make things happen. We also have no tenacity to start, so that's a little scary. We need to get some built up so we can do this fear die stuff, and maybe make it cheaper, because right now that costs 3 tenacity each time we put a fear die on. So we might not get to do it as often. What else do we need to worry about? Do we need to switch up any items? Stealth status die, deal 1 targetable enemy true damage equal to his defense stat. Is there any high defense units here? Not really. There's a couple 2s, but no one has 3 armor, so maybe that's not something right now we worry about. I think we worry about that when we get a level 20 that has like 3 armor or something. We don't need that stuff. Okay. And discard this item, then remove all over fatigue. Oh yeah, our ability could work good with this, right? This we could discard, then remove all over fatigue from any one adventure's cooldown. Oh no, it's over fatigue. Oh, my bad. Okay, so even if we take over fatigue from rot, we can use this to get rid of it. Then we gain tenacity or heals. I thought it was any fatigue. I've been holding this thinking I'm going to get a bunch of light fatigue, discard it, and heal or get tenacity. But really, this is just a way to remove 1 or 2, like, in reality, 1 or 2 over fatigue. And then just get a health or tenacity or 2. Yeah, that's my bad. I was holding this thinking it was a bigger heal or bigger tenacity, but it's like, I should have not cared and just took a rot hit early in a fight and then just get rid of it. It's fine. But at least that's still powerful. It's still powerful. And then we got to remember we have this. We can enchant the round counter. After we take fatigue. After we take fatigue, we could reset it to round 4. So basically it like slows down the fatigue rounds, buys us a few more rounds because it'll keep resetting. And I guess that could combo with this. This with that could be together a way that we just survive and we make the fight a little longer if we need to. So when we take like maybe our second over fatigue, we'll pop this, the round will reset back to 4, and then we'll gain some tenacity or HP, whatever we need at the time. So these two things together are like they're helping us because we're one-handed shield. We might sometimes not do a lot of damage and just like basically play defender. And we can survive the long game, but this game sometimes doesn't allow you to play the long game with the true damage fatigue rounds. But this can maybe stretch it out a couple rounds and help us with our slow damage output. Be a little, in our bad luck on our dice rolls and stuff. Can buy us some rounds. That's my theory. That's how we'll approach that. And we do have a heal here for 1 tenacity. If we need to move away from an enemy, we can get like 1 heal point. So, and then our weapons. So this one I love, again, for armor. If you roll a single combat skill die with no additional dice to engage, set the result to 1. So it's like I totally negate bad rolls, and I deal true damage. And then it has overtax. All damage you deal this engage is true damage. So I could just overtax this, roll a ton of dice, and just get true damage on an enemy when we're like, we really need to. But again, in my mind, I'm always thinking like, oh, when we run into a level 23 armor, that's when I would pop this like that. And that might still happen in the final showdown, or something maybe. But I do just love being able to just get a true damage through, and like, we don't want to bet on dice luck. Like, we don't want to play the game where like we're rolling 1 die against the stalwart guy and we're like not even hitting him because he blocks the 1. And then this Quicksilver Dagger, if you have stealth status die in your cooldown track, which we have an item to give us stealth, but I'm not going to equip it right now. I'm going to save it for the final scenario, I think, after we overtax one of these weapons, which probably is this one. If you have the stealth status die on your cooldown track, add 3 enemy combat dice to your engage. But since we changed our race ability, this is not as good because we can't just stealth ourselves once in combat. But the overtax, before performing this engage, gain a stealth status die. It's not removed after dealing damage this engage. So I get a free stealth die. I get to do 3 enemy combat dice, and then I just keep the stealth after that. So it's nothing crazy, but again, it could be helpful. I'll just try to burn it to help speed up our damage output. That's my theory. That is my theory. Hello, Sword Dancer. Welcome, welcome. And don't waste authority for 2 tenacity. So here's the thing, Dieter, how I look at these dice is if I just get 2 tenacity on them and it's enough to do what I need, I'm not going to play the stupid game like in Too Many Bones where like I don't resolve the die, put it in my cooldown track, wait for it to come all the way back around again, roll it again and get a 2 and go, maybe I should have took it the first time and then put it in and watch it go through the cooldown track and come back around. Like this is a die I might pull out of the cooldown track with my ability, but I fully am aware that every time I roll a 2 on this die, I always think through my head, just like through the hundreds of hours of playing Too Many Bones, every time I roll a die, every single die, every roll of the game, just to be clear, I don't always say it out loud, but I always look at every die and go, do I even want to resolve that? Because if I don't, it's going to go back. Now, too many bones, it would go back to your mat. In this game, it goes to your cooldown. So it makes it even more rough when I'm like, do I want to just take it? And then I look at my cooldown track and I see how big it is and I decide whether I want to put it there or just resolve it. That's what goes through my head every single time. But I don't always say it out loud. But I'm always thinking that way. So that's why sometimes you'll see me resolve dice a little more inefficiently, because I start to evaluate like how impactful and efficient and how much value am I getting on that exact result versus waiting, and how long is the combat even going to go on for? Will I even see that die again? And do I want it in my track to add cooldown spaces to slow down other dice coming after? So this is kind of like how I work in my head. And the way that this die is a drain die, I also look at it as like, sometimes I want to get them used and out of my engine so they're not blocking up the cooldown track and wasting, adding extra rounds for dice to come back into my hand, basically. So yeah. But yeah, early cooldown, yeah, if I do it as the first thing in the game, yeah, that's easy peasy. But yeah, sometimes I'm waiting and rolling the second one and I'm like, I'll just take the cooldown or the tenacity. So yeah, definitely. So, let's do it. So, floor 1. I guess we're going to whack this guy once, maybe. Oh yeah, she has recover. So we need to get tenacity. So 100%, we just roll it first, right? While we're beside this guy, we roll this. The only problem is we need a 3 or higher. If we roll a 2, that's going to suck. But again, we could just stall on how long we're going to take to beat her, but we can't really do much else until we get a fear die on this guy, right? So, yeah, half of the sides are a 2. Half the sides are a 3 or higher, so... Oh, do we just roll both? And then take whichever... Hopefully one of them's higher. And if they're not higher, I don't take any, because I don't think taking 4... If they're both 2s, I don't think I use them. Because I need more tenacity in the long run. And like if I don't roll misses... I'll roll misses on these. So I could get a slow tick on tenacity as we play. But yeah. Yes, I think we roll both. First engage though. I am going to... I should attack the guy too, right? Let's just roll a couple of these. And maybe a third one? Yeah. And remember, we don't want to kill him. He's 5 health, 1 armor, so I don't think we'll get enough damage to kill him, but even if we did, we don't have to do it all. With how high your cooldown is, I'd suggest rolling 2 speech dice, resolve the higher one, let the other exhaust, rather than just roll 1 and oh, minion, that's just what I said. Yeah, I didn't read your comment till just now, but yes, okay. Great minds, great minds. They're both 2s, just like I thought. Yep, I definitely thought that might happen. So, that sucks. And we did 4 damage. He blocks 1, so that's 3 health gone. But yeah, this... Where's my circlet? Okay. Sad panda. And I can't just do a recovery step, so... Do I just go kill the other guy or start working on him? I don't want to start hitting her. There's no point. But she has 3 dice, 3 range. She can move 1, 2, so she'll be able to target me if I'm on this tile. I have no way of avoiding her, I don't think. But I do have defense up. But he'll hit me. He'll hit me. So what I think I do... I'll just go here. Yeah, I don't even want to hit her because she recovers too, right? I can move back. Is that enough though? If I'm here, she moves 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I just assumed she could get me anywhere. She had 3 range, so I just thought she'd get me. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I like it. Yep. Let's play the long game, sort of. Do I do anything else, though? Oh, you know what? I should have maybe rolled this, because maybe the 2 tenacity... Nah, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I just rolled more for some tenacity stuff. That's why I'm debating just going after him. But yeah, I don't want to get hit by... I can avoid 1, 2, 3, 4 dice if I just move back. But I can roll these, right? Just to try to get tenacity. Because none of them have targets, right? These ones don't have targets. I have 5 cooldowns, so like it's not going to hurt. Yeah. Oh, of course, none of them give me tenacity. But oh, I get the 2 reduction, of course. I get the 2 reduction. I should have probably just kept a 2. Oh man. Okay. Is there a good order to put these in? I don't think it matters because they'll all get recovered. Yeah. What's this one again? This one does. While this dies in your cooldown track, and when you're engaged by an enemy, you may gain up to 3 light fatigue to treat each enemy one enemy combat die as a miss. Okay, sure. This one is at the end of my turn. I can like roll. I can like roll an enemy combat die, which like I never hit on this one, or it never matters. At the end of your turn, you may roll 1 enemy combat die against each adjacent enemy individually. Rolled damage is true damage. Sure, doesn't matter. And then I reduce my abilities by 2, but down to a minimum of 1. But I literally have no tenacity. You know what I'll do also? I'm gonna go defensive stance, and I'm gonna roll these, just maybe getting some tenacity. Nope, not a single tenacity. You son of... Okay. Now it doesn't want to give me bones. Alright. So we got some defense going. Sure. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Oh, yeah, we switched. Look at, I switched it. Alright, we're in defensive stance. Probably should have did one more hit on him before leaving with one of the dice, using my weapon, so he was down to 1, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Done. Enemies. 1, 2. We'll have this guy go. He's going to roll 1. Hiya. Hits for 1. Sure. This guy, 1, 2. Nothing. And then none of the other ones activate because I'm not on their floors, right? So round 2. Fight. Recover. Recover. Yep. Probably just roll these. And then these go back. Actually, I should roll this. Oh yeah, he's dodge. I shouldn't be caring about him because these are all going to negate the damage. I'll stay here. Oh yeah, I forget I can move through. Yeah, let's do that. No, we don't need to move yet. I'm gonna just target this guy with one more little die, whatever. Not worried about it. Okay, tenacity, nice. Oh, we rolled a 5. We rolled a 5 and a 2. Okay, 5 tenacity. Yep, that seems like a keeper. What is this one? While this dies in your cooldown track, if you're dealt damage, you may prevent all of it and immediately recover this die. Oh, nice. Okay. So I want to go this cooldown. No. This tenacity. No. Oh, yeah. I have over tenacity. It's fine. Whatever, right? I can't do anything about it. This here, and this. 1 reduction on abilities. Okay. So for 2 tenacity, Fear status die. Boink. Okay. And now I can go kill Delsandra, and it doesn't matter. Other than, yeah, the rot thing kind of sucks, but yeah. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. If we don't kill her, we can avoid the wood elf hitting us. I could do a recover, but I don't think so. I'm going to hope I get enough, like something where I get to hurt by amount of dice. I just need to hit her for 6. Depending on what happens here. I could exhaust. There's like exhaust and do damage. There's do 3 damage, maybe the other one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Then we can assess. I'll roll this die also. Okay. So I think we got the best results actually on these two, I think. So let's read what they are again, just to make sure. Because the symbols are so similar. Deal 1 damage to your target for each 1 hand and shield skill die you've trained. Okay, so that's 6 damage. That's all we need. This die did the best result. Exhaust any number of shield discipline dice from your active slots. Deal 3 damage to your target for each die exhausted this way. We don't need to do that. So we'll just pop this in here. We kill her. We take rot. She travels to here. Assumes his health and status dice. I'm assuming this is the defeated stack now for necromancy later. This die is doing nothing. Oh yeah, yeah. I get to move too, right? So I might do that. And then I'll throw this die in. So at the end of my turn, I can roll for some true damage. I'm going to move here from my defeat ability. And I should probably just recover. I just want to kill her. I don't even want her rolling 3 dice. I mean, I do have this much defense here. Oh, I do have this in here. I have this in here. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I can prevent all the damage. So now I get to roll at the end of my turn because I have this 1 yellow die in here. Oh yeah, I'm in this stance. Yeah, I forgot to switch it back. Yeah, I had to be in that stance, right? Yep. At the end of my turn, I may roll 1 enemy combat die against each adjacent enemy unit individually. Roll damage is true damage. So first roll against Delsandra. It's a blank. Roll against the Wood Elf Bandit. It's a 1. So 1 true damage. Sweet. Okay. I'm done. Enemies. She's going to roll 3 dice against me. She rolls only a 1. Wow. Well, I'll just use this and recover it. Right. Yeah, like who cares? And then the other guy's going to roll 1 die. 1. I'll just block that. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. All right. Round 3. Now, enemy units don't transfer, so I technically don't have to waste my time on this guy. I just need to kill her, get on my space, and I'm out. And I need to be on an elevator. Oh, I need to be over here. I need to be over here. Oops. Kept thinking this is the elevator. I don't know what I was thinking. Yep. But if I kill her, I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm good. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Cooldown of 5. Okay. Just 0 armor. I'll hopefully get at least 1 hit out of this, and then if I need to, I'll use this single die as like a automatic hit. Or I should just roll it in. I should just roll it in. I just need her to die. That's all I need. And hopefully I can prep some more stuff up here for floor 2. Okay, we just got it. Wow. Just got the 2 damage. And we're building up our tenacity. Spencer, member for 49 months. Thank you for super chatting. Happy Monday. Never a bad Monday with Elder Scrolls on the table. Watching your Earthborn playthrough to Hammer's rules down for my playthrough starting tonight. Awesome. Yeah, I want to get that one back to the table since that stuff arrived. I'm pumped to play Elder Scrolls, or Earthborn. Sorry, Earthborn. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I want to play that second campaign. I'm kind of excited, actually. But will it hit the table anytime soon? We'll see. We'll see. But I do want to play it. All right. This one here does 1 damage. This one here does 1 damage. Since she's feared, she is dead. Oh, that's a problem. Her on top of the defeated stack with a necromancer around. That's not a good thing. Where's my Earthborn Rangers? I live on the wrong planet. Okay, we'll put these in for tenacity. Up to 5. And we'll put this one in for the reduction of 1 on our abilities. Now, here's the problem. I don't think I can transfer floors right now. Oh, I get to reduce the round counter, right? Yeah, I just remembered. I reduce the round counter every time I defeat her. I forgot about that. And I just defeated her again. Right? 2 defeats, 2 round counter reductions. And I only took 1 rot because she was feared on the other one. Yeah, just remember that. I was like, how am I going to do this if I'm not reducing? Now that kind of sucks she's gone because I could have milked her to keep doing it, right? So these might come into play. So the only thing that would save me, so if I transfer at the end of the round and I'm on this floor, I can run to this guy and just fear die him. That's probably the play, right? Because he does have 2 armor. I don't want him siphoning. Because he siphons me. Then he'll not raise Delsandra from the dead pile. Or I do some spending here to recover. I waste dice and time killing this guy so that he's on top of the pile. So if this guy's still around, he'll bring back a wood elf instead of Delsandra. Okay, so I'm going to move on to 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, I'll just go here. A1. No, I'll go to A2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I'll go to A2. So that way I'll transfer up to here. Or I guess it doesn't matter. I'll go here. So I transfer to here. I'll transfer here at the end of the round. So this guy will activate right now. Can't get me. End of the round. I transfer to here. New round. Now these guys are the ones we activate and worry about. I am going to just move to here. I'll spend 3 tenacity going to 2. We'll fear die this guy, so now we don't worry about necromancy, siphoning arcane on him. This guy sells arcane and enfeeble 3, so that's kind of sucky. This guy's enfeeble 1, maybe we can take him out. And we got to remember this guy's penumbra now too, so he is going to transfer around. But we don't want to kill him until we have a fear stats die on the weakest. Oh yeah, I forgot my cooldown. That's the first thing, really. I'm so worried about the necromancer. Okay. Recovery is schmacovery. We do that when we want. Okay. Now I want this guy dead so bad. We could move with rousing speed, or we could just kill this guy and get free movement. So let's do that. Targeting the Argonian Bandit. All right. Oh, I spent too much. I should only have spent 2 tenacity because I have a discount. Forgot about my discount, my coupon. Okay. So we can do 1 damage, but he has an armor, 1 armor, whatever, 1 shield. And then the slash, we can exhaust any number of dice to do 3 damage. That he only has 3 health, so we already hit 1. Then we can just exhaust this one to hit him for 3 and kill him. Okay. And that will let us move. Let's move here. This guy has 5 range. He's rolling a die against us. This guy has melee. He won't reach us, but this guy has 2 at range 6, so he can hit us. Nothing we can do about that. Let's just try to kill this stupid wizard. So this die's done. Tenacity of 1. Just roll this. He needs 6 to die. If we get the side that says we deal the amount based on dice we have, it's great. Otherwise, we deal the recover 1, 2, 3 back here, and then we deal damage, but then we can engage again, roll them, and do normal damage, right? I think? Yeah. So let's just roll this. So what's this one? This one is recover any number of shield discipline dice from your active slots and cooldown track. Deal 1 damage to target for each shield discipline die recovered this way. Recover 1, 2, 3, 4. So he blocks 1, takes 3. Okay. And then I can engage again. Let's roll all these. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so we got 3 2s and a 1. So that's way more than enough damage to finish him. And we're defensed up out the wazoo, like way better than before. Max, how's it going? Rob, I'm behind on this campaign, so I won't be sticking around, but I gotta know how you get those tokens to stick to the overlay map. I answered them in the questions. I talked about it on stream before. It's just using, somebody knows the official name of it, but I grew up knowing it in school as sticky tack. Your teachers probably used it when you were a little kid to stick stuff to things. It's just like, it can be blue, white, pink, gray. I've seen all different colors. Just go to your dollar store or teacher supply store. Those are 2 places I bought it before, maybe even a craft store. And I call it sticky tack, but there's Yogi's calling it blue tack. I've seen it called like 3 different things. But it's just like a temporary, kind of like Play-Doh, but it's sticky. No magnets. No. It's just like literally, yeah, it's just, I stick it on the bottom. I don't want it to ruin anything, which it doesn't. I can take it off and put it back on. It might ruin it if you leave it on for a very long time, but I usually remove it when I'm going to put the game away back in the box kind of thing. And then I just leave some, I just leave some in the tray here and just use it, to stick as we go through the series. Because, yeah, the whole mini chip and plastic mat was like a huge design oversight. Like, yeah, it's like a cool dexterity hockey game or something they designed here with the ice. This is ice and this is a hockey puck is how I see it. It's just slides. It's so silly. Yeah, so I even play with it off stream. Like, it's nice on stream to keep it in place, but yeah, even off stream, it frustrated the hell out of me the first time I played. I was like, I thought this was a prototype component, but then I got the final game and this is the normal component, which I thought was weird. I'm surprised these weren't neoprene, like the maps in Too Many Bones, so you can like put like, glass beads on them and stuff so they don't slide around. But obviously that would make the box even heavier and you wouldn't have as many maps and stuff like that. You think I accidentally removed the rot over fatigue? You're right, I did. So where should that go? That would go... Oh, crap. That would go in like here, I think. Would it have gone? Because it would have gone back to the line, end of the line, right? Crap. No, I think it would go here. Yeah, I think it goes there. So sorry, guys. Yeah, I brain farted. I'm not trying to cheat, I swear. I think it's here. I think this was at the end of the line at the start of my turn, right? Yeah, okay. It's correct, thank you, Yoki. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So I killed the guy so I can move again, right? Do I need to move anywhere? I can't get away from him or him. They're going to hit me no matter what. Just this guy. And now he can hit me. So I could just move back 1 to reduce 1 die. Or... let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this guy can hit me anywhere, so... I need to get a fear status die on this guy. But I can't do that this round because I've already done it once. And next round it won't be cheaper. I have enough tenacity, so... yeah. I kind of don't care. I really just need to weaken this guy and let him transfer there. That's probably the better play. And I don't care about loot, really. Maybe I do. Maybe I should. I should burn... I'm going to burn... I think I'm going to burn... Oh, I could go stealth right now, right? And then they don't remove these. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, okay. So I'll move to here. I mean, it's only... I'm only avoiding like 4 dice. But that's still... If we can deal with this guy, then the last floor is a joke. So let's do this. We're going to engage again. And before performing this engage, gain a stealth stats die. And I just roll 3 enemy combat dice. Like, nothing crazy, but I'll just get rid of this. I'll actually go on to here. Okay, so it's 3. It's not true damage or anything, right? No. So he only takes 1 damage. Not crazy. But this is overtaxed and gone. I'll now work on the loot. 4, 2, 3. We got a 4. We got a 2. And we got a 3. Okay. Forget magic weapons? Alright, drain 1 combat die to add a status die to your roll. Apply the resulting status to your target or gain it yourself. Overtax. You may trigger the weapon's effect a second time, but we talked about not having a target if we have 0 magicka range and all that. I'm just going to throw it away. I don't care. Alright, gone. Don't care. More rules text I just don't care about. I don't even look at it. Okay. Now, I'll spend a tenacity and I'll move a number of hexes equal to my cooldown. Here. And I could heal for an HP, but I think I'm full. Yeah, I'm full. Done. Enemies. So this guy goes first. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever range he's in sight. 2 dice. Oh no, he doesn't target me. I'm stealthed. So he just moves to me. We already talked about this. We talked about this. Nothing. That's why I stealth. That was the whole reason I stealthed. I already forgot. Brain fart. Okay. Round 3. Recover. Black die goes back here. Okay, these go here. This goes here somewhere or whatever. Don't care about order right now. Okay, what I'm going to do is roll these to maybe get a reduction or maybe just get more tenacity. Then I'll do a quick recover to get other stuff back. I think. Yeah. Actually, this guy has 4 health. This guy has 5. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe. I just need to do 1 more damage to this guy, and I can consider them both the same. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to use the dagger. No, I don't need to take that. As a single attack on this guy with an automatic true damage hit through his 2 defense. Now they're equal. So I'll say this guy's the weakest when this guy needs to penumbra. So I don't need to waste putting more fear dice on a different guy or sit here rolling 100 dice to try to weaken that guy even more. I know I want to weaken him more so he's easier to kill, but I think it's fine. Oh yeah, this guy, I wasn't a target, so he didn't steal, right? Yeah, I don't think he steals. Okay. So let's move to here. Here. Yeah, I can't get away from this Breton guy. It's fine. Here. Okay, he's ethereal. I have to remember that too, but he won't have that once he transfers, but he has it now. So now I will do these 2 dice plus... No. I'll just do these 2 dice as a new engage. Doesn't matter. Oh, wow. I was hoping for a discount tenacity, but I'll just take tenacity, I guess. All right. Now I'll do a quick recovery for 3. 1, 2, 3, down to 2. Okay. Now I will do another engage against our quest enemy, rolling these two. I really want him to die, so he's then feared. But remember, he's ethereal, so he'll negate one. He has 2 armor. So hopefully between these 2 dice, I'll get a whole ton of damage. And be able to deal with him. Oh, one was a miss. Okay, what's this one? Deal 1 damage to target for each one-hand shield and skill die you've trained. So that is a total of 6 damage. He blocks 2. And another one from ethereal. So 1, 2, 3 only. He's down to 2. That's sucked. I think I'll do the tenacity first. Yeah. Okay, so we're not killing him yet. Oh, I forgot he's also native. So when he dies, he does heal everybody for 2. That's only this guy who doesn't matter. And that's this guy. He'll heal this guy and then take him. But I don't know what order that happens in. Native or Penumbra? I assume I choose first when they happen at the same time. Penumbra defeated. When does it say? Penumbra says after it's defeated. And what does the native say after this unit's defeated? So they happen at the same time. So I'm assuming I can choose him to do the heal after he transfers. Oh yeah, and I did damage, so stealth is gone. Thank you. I was hoping I'm like 1 left so I could do the true damage thing. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. Okay, we're going to take another light fatigue. We are going to do the true damage thing. It's down to 1. And then we're going to take a fatigue. We're going to roll this. Oh, I was hoping we get it, and then we get to roll a black die to do true damage. But tenacity is fine. Done. Enemies. This guy is going to roll 2. Oh yeah, does ethereal prevent... It doesn't prevent true damage, right? When this unit is dealt damage by an adventurer not in Magicka, this unit prevents 1 damage. I'm assuming it's just regular damage. It doesn't say... Yeah, it doesn't say including true damage like the other ones do. Okay. I think we're good. Alright. So this guy's going to roll 2 dice against me. He hits for 2. Ooh, yeah. I forgot. I filled up my bar and I need to put these in there. Yeah, let's just take the damage, I guess. I think we're fine. Yeah, I don't want to lose these because that would be over fatigue and trouble and drain dice and things. And okay, so this guy will roll 1 and this guy will roll 1. So I just roll both, whatever. 1 and a 1. So I'll just lose 2 more. Down to 3. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, round 4. Cool down. Okay. I will just do the true damage thing. From the weapon, he will swap with this guy, take his dice, take his health, and when he died, he's not native, so for 2 unrest, he will just heal this guy back up to 5. This guy's already at 4. I'm assuming he'll heal this guy too, even though he's on a different floor or whatever. And that is that. And now he's not Penumbra, he's not native, he's not ethereal. So killing him should be easier. I can move after killing. How much room do I have here? Like 3 dice? I'm going to try to avoid this guy hitting me. So I'll just move to here. Whatever. And then I am going to spend a tenacity. Or I'll move here. Whatever. I don't think it matters. I'll spend 1 tenacity. I think I was at 4. Just to move away. And after I end my movement, I can heal 1. I think I was at 4. I might be wrong on that. Can I see that? Yeah, I was at 4. Okay. We're good, we're good. Okay. All right. Wait a second. I'm allowed to transfer anytime she is gone, not on the floor. For some dumb reason, I was thinking I couldn't leave the floor while he was alive too. Yeah, that's not a thing. I didn't need to stay here this long. I'm being dumb. So, yeah. That's fine. I just probably wasted 1 round there, but that's okay. That's okay. So now this round, yeah, this guy doesn't need to move. He'll just range 6, whatever. Roll 2 dice. Oh yeah, but I do need to kill everybody, right? I do need to kill everybody, which I just realized. It's a conquer, isn't it? Yeah, it's a conquer. I need to have this guy dead. I forgot. Yes, Aaron, yes. A quest unit can have a feared status die on him if he assumes it and not gains it. All right. At least here at Rob's Gaming Table, that's how it works. But you tell me if you find something online that tells you otherwise. That's official. All right. Okay. Yeah, I need to go back to the other floor. So dumb. I'm so dumb. Yeah, I'm wasting time. Okay, so I'll just go on whatever elevator. Yeah, I forgot we have to kill that guy. All right, so end of the round, we're going to go down here. Did I just roll it already? Because that matters. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, so now we're here. At least you got... Yeah, this will help, but I definitely messed up. I should have just killed this guy before leaving. And there's turns where I could have hit him and I just ignored him. I should have done it. I forgot it's a conquer, right? Yeah, for some reason I thought it was like a race to get to the top floor or something. I don't know why. But it's not. Okay, new round, recover. Oh yeah, so sorry. This guy rolls dice against me before I leave. This guy rolls dice too. This will go here. Okay, then this guy would move but can't reach me. Let's just say he goes here. Then I transfer floors. Okay, now I'm here. New round, cooldown. This goes here. This goes here somewhere. All right, I need to kill this guy quickly. Hopefully in this 1 round. Yep, let's just roll these. Okay. Oops. All right, so we are going to just kill him with this die. all the damage equal to how many dice I have trained. This die is useless then. Actually, I'll put them in this order. Then I'll resolve that die. Then I will resolve these dice. This cooldown one. While it's in my cooldown track, if I'm dealt damage, I may prevent all of it and immediately recover the die. That's beautiful. I'll go back to the elevator. End of round. We're on 5. I'm on this floor somewhere. And new round, cooldown. Remove that. Put these here. Put this here. All right. Let's go with... So I am going to enchant the round counter or whatever. So if I take, when I take over fatigue damage. Oh yeah, sorry. One thing I'm going to do in the last round before I move back to the elevator, I'm going to move back to the elevator with rousing speed. So that way I could have healed 1 by spending a tenacity. Last round, yes. I need to do that rousing speed thing to get healed back up. All right. Now on this floor, I'm going to do a quick recovery for 2, down to 0 tenacity. It's reduced by 1 from this. So I'll do a quick recovery. All right. And now we need to hit this guy for like 5. What do we got here? So this one, deal 1 damage for each one-hand shield skill die I control. All right, I've trained. This will do 1 damage. Yeah, so it's more than enough. He's dead, which will put this die in here. Then this die will get us a tenacity. This will get us a discount. This will help us maybe take light fatigue to prevent dice that attack us. We get to move because we killed that fool. And now this guy, I'm going to take a light fatigue for another engage. I'm going to roll just this die. Actually, I'll also roll this die. Look for a big juicy tenacity payoff. We only got a 2, but I might take it still. Yeah, I'm going to take it, go to 3. And then this symbol does the good one, right? Nope. Deal 2 damage to target for each shield discipline die in your active slots. Oh, perfect. 8 damage. He blocks 2. Ethereal blocks a 3rd. So 5 will go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's he's dead. Perfect. Perfect. Fear die gone. That'll let us move. Don't think I should heal though. Yeah. Let's do rousing speed so that we can heal 1. We're not beside any enemies. Actually, we'll say after I defeated him, I moved here, and then I'll use rousing speed to move my cooldown after to go back to the elevator beside no enemies. So I'll just attempt this loot. Attempt the loot before I leave the floor. 1, 4, 3. 1, 5, 5. 1, 4, 2. Yeah, I'll take a light fatigue. We'll just open it. Double-handed weapon. Ignore 1 defense on your target. Overtax. Add 3 enemy combat dice to disengage. I could do that with just the white dice, right? I could switch to this stance, roll my 2 white dice, for example, ignoring 1 defense, and then adding 3 black dice. It's pointless for right now, but I'll just take it anyway, just to take it, whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot about this die. This die should be in here somewhere. And then I moved here, I healed 1, so I'm at 6 out of 7. End of round, I transfer floors, going somewhere over here. I don't even care about the number. I have so much movement, it doesn't matter. We flip to fatigue rounds. I take an over fatigue. I'll take 2 true damage from that. When I take true damage, I reset the round counter to 4. Okay. And next time the battle ends, I'll discard that. Okay. Now, we basically have like 2 rounds to kind of mess around. I do want to try to open this. And let's see if we can kill this ethereal guy. So recovery. Yep. So let's move. This ethereal guy has 4 health, 0 armor. So we technically need to hit for 5 because of ethereal, I think. Yeah, let's try that. So let's just roll this. And all these for fun. Okay, so what do we get? What's this one? This is recover my dice and do 1 damage for each shield discipline die recovered this way. Do I care? So that will do 4 damage. That's 1 short. 1 short. If only I had a way to do a guaranteed single damage. Okay, yeah, so we'll resolve that. We recover all these. We take away 3 of his health. This goes here. These... Oh yeah, and I also can roll a die against each adjacent one at the end of my turn. Okay, that's good. I will use the dagger to just do an automatic engage. Let's just kill it. We don't need to mess around with it. When I kill, I will move to here. We will try to unlock. I need 3, 6, 2, 4. 3, 3, 2, 4. Now I'm looking for a 6, a 5. I'll just take a light fatigue and unlock it. We found the potion of potential. Yeah, what store sells this? Expend, refresh 1 potion in any adventure's inventory. Oh, that sounds great. Just what I needed. Perfect. Okay, so that's gone. Now I will spend 1 tenacity to do rousing speed. I mean, that guy's 4 range. He's gonna hit me anyway. I'll just go on another loot. And when I end my movement, I'm not beside anybody, whatever. I'll just heal now. And I'll attempt another loot. 1, 5, 3, and I need 2. Okay, so I can do 5. Nope, we'll just roll again. We need a 2 and a 4. 2 I got. Is that a 4 in there? No, it's a 1. 1 more. 6. I can't fit the light fatigue, so we just lose it. It's fine. Discard. Or no, back of the thing, right? Back of the thing. Not that that matters for now. Okay, so now this guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll just shoot at me for 1 die. Yeah, I didn't think that through. Oh, I have this. I can take a light fatigue to make it a miss. Yeah, I'll take a light fatigue and just make it a miss. So no damage. Get the hell out of here. New round 5. Cooldown. I'll move. And we'll roll all the dice. Actually, I should not have rolled the sword one, which missed anyway, but I shouldn't have rolled the sword one. Because I won't have it. But I think it's fine. Because we want tenacity. We do like tenacity. Tenacity is great. So we hit him for 6 with the 2 2s and 2 1s. And he only needed... So the dodge will reduce it by 1. So the 6 damage, only 5, but he only needed 3 to die. So we're fine. That feels like a rewarding pile of dead enemies there. That's for sure. That will allow me to move after. We'll attempt. 4 6 4. We got a 4 and a 1 1. 6 4, please. We got a 4 and another 1. I said we need a 6, please. That's a 4. We're going to take 2 light fatigue because we're greedy boys. And let's see what we got. Rabbit haunch with cheese grits. Discard this item. Then roll any number of enemy combat dice. Heal for HP exactly equal to the damage rolled up to your health stat. Then if you're at full HP, gain 1 over fatigue. That's okay. That's okay. Sure. All right. That's gone. We win. It's done. Do I spend to heal? No, it's fine. I think we did it already on that round. Yeah, I think we did it already. Discard that. We will... Okay, so what happens now? 3 XP, so we're at 4. What do we say? Do you want health? Probably, right? Yeah, let's just go health. 2 and a 2, right? Or maybe 1 health and like 1 more acrobat die or something. Did we get all the acrobat dice we wanted? No, we didn't, right? We still can get this one, I think, right? While this dies in your cooldown track, once per engage, you may re-roll any one of your dice that results in tenacity and still gain it. We still want that, right? Yeah. Okay, Yogi, I thought so. I was like, I remember there was one other thing. I just couldn't remember. Yeah, and that's only cost 2, right? Yeah, because it's in our 4th slot. Okay, so 1 health. We'll take 1 health upgrade. So now we have 8 health. Feels good. These will go back here. How does this work? These will go back to here. And then I take a bunch of over fatigue? Is that right? I think so, right? Yeah, I think that's how that works. Or these get drained. Something gets drained, then I get over fatigue for each one I can't fit. I need the rules on that. Let's just... I think we're going to have 4 over fatigue, and then the drain dice will get recovered anyway, maybe? I can use ski... I know, the Skeever Gumbo... Oh, you can use this outside of combat too, right? Yeah, I don't need to wait till my next turn, right? Or my next, like, combat. Yeah. Is there a 3rd authority? I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, there is. There is. But I did want to try this die. It was kind of fun. All right, but how does it work? I just want to know for my own curiosity. Like, I want to do the proper cooldown. Cooldown 23 maybe? Or 60? 23 or 60? Okay, it can fit up to 13 dice. If the track is full and a die must be placed in it, that die must either be drained, if a skill die, or returned to the supply. So drain. Okay, let's do it one at a time for fun. Then replace the rightmost non-over-fatigue die in the track with an over-fatigue die. Yoink. Okay. And the replaced die must also be drained or return to the supply depending on type. Okay. Okay, so then the next one gets drained, tries to go in. The rightmost non-over-fatigue die. Then drained. This die, drained. Drained. This die, drained. Okay. And then I think after the combat, like these are all going to get recovered, right? Still? Pretty sure. If not, that sucks. If they're drained for all the next combat, that's rough. Yeah. And then now we'll just spend this outside of combat, I guess, to remove all over fatigue, and I'll gain like tenacity and heal for 6. So we'll gain 3 tenacity, and we'll just heal up to full to 8. Gumbo. And then we will put this here. Okay. And we spent our XP, recovery, remove a fatigue, gain a health, whatever. And we can, another light fatigue because of our banner. Very nice, we're ready. Okay. Day 2. I don't think this matters. You are tired, confused. This journey through the Doomcrag has made no sense. Enemies disappear before your eyes, only appear elsewhere in this cavernous ruin. Nothing is functioning as it should, but finally you've reached the summit and you strike the killing blow to Deslandra. And then you wake up, your face splintered by its hours-long rest on the rough-hewn wood table in this out-of-the-way Daggerfall Tavern. No Doomcrag, no Deslandra. Only the dread of a bad dream, no doubt cast upon you by the supernal dreamers you spotted in your unconscious vision. The battle may have been a dream, but Deslandra's plot is no mere nightmare. You rack your brain and pore over the clues, knowing your time is running out. Everything points to Deslandra wanting to summon an army of the undead to accomplish her ends. But where could she hope to acquire such a force so quickly? While the Doomcrag holds many secrets, a legion of corpses is not among them. Casting your mind back, you recall the tale of the Battle of the Glanumbra Moors. Or is that Moops? One of the bloodiest conflicts in Tamrielic history. Local chatter portrays it as a heath where you're just as likely to stumble upon a corpse as a shrub. If Deslandra has the ability to raise such an army, the site of battle is where she would do it. Judging by the distraction laid upon you by the dreamers, you're sure she'll need to rush to intervene before time runs out, but you could hardly call last night's rest invigorating. Encounter rules. Set the round counter to 1. Done. To prepare for the next battle, you may choose any number of times to increase the round counter by 1 or increase unrest by 2. Each time you do this, each adventurer may remove 1 die from the cooldown track and also do one of the following. We could heal for 1 HP. We're full. We don't care. Gain 2 bonus XP. Don't care. Refresh any 1 expected potion. Don't care. If there is a knight in the party, nope. If there's a ranger in the party, nope. Okay, the round counter does not reset when setting up the next day's battle, and a higher unrest will mean that more sky shards must be found before Deslandra is revealed. Well, I'm not raising any of that, so... Oh, and we get one XP. Great. Which does nothing for us. Fantastic. And I already have full tenacity, so we're not going to use it for that. When completed, go to day 3. So another day, we can remove another die out of here, but they're all going to recover anyway in the rest step, right? Oh yeah, gain notoriety, no. Insert, no. Yeah, we don't have any of the keywords for this day, so. Endgame waking nightmares. Breathless, you reach Glenumbra Moors, afraid you're too late. As you predicted, you find Deslandra here, already engaged in necromantic rituals. Bodies pop forth from the loam like grisly flowers. You call out an appeal to the wood elf's better nature, and she turns to face you, an otherworldly glint in her eye. Trust me, I do not wish to disturb these souls any more than you do, she says. The greater good at times requires the participation of the unwilling. I need ample protection and enforcement to accomplish my work if severing Tamriel from the realms of Aetherius and my soldiers of the void are not enough. These brave fallen warriors will be. Don't worry, when magic is banished from this world, no one will be able to disturb the rest ever again. You stare back defiantly, she sighs. Very well, she says, clearly. You'll have to take my word for it. Maybe you'll even have to join them. The revived bodies start to lurch in your direction. Encounter setup. Set up the following delve using the end of session difficulty EP, 34. Placing the clash tile adjacent to the entrance tile as shown, as well as 2 specific 3-hex delve tiles. Oh, they even show the symbols on to make sure you have the right ones. With icons matching those shown in the diagram. No enemies deployed to these 2 tiles during setup, but caches are placed as indicated. Deploy the quest unit Iudex Ovidius we set aside to hex A, and quest unit Karzul Maglulu to B. Non-quest enemies deploy with their HP equal to the current unrest. That's only 2. Not exceeding their health stat. Scout adventurers may treat this setup as a clash for the purposes of their innate class ability. Okay, don't care. Okay. So what's the best way to set this up on the table? Okay, I need... Sure, whatever. Whatever, mix them up, whatever. It's like, I don't know how you shuffle 3 things, but... Oh yeah, we need 2 of these. Which ones? Oh, it's these 2 we need. This one we don't. This one we don't for now. This one we do. Okay, so they've given us entrances on the right side. So, yeah, unrest is 2. I need to put this somewhere else. Okay, we're going to put this way over here. Oh yeah, I got to reset these guys. Cleanup time. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2010, 1. Something like that, maybe. Lots of space. Okay, put those all there. Put it like that. So we got entrance, but this one only really matters, I think. And then we got 2 up here that we can expand from. I'm assuming we're on the entrance tile somewhere. Okay. Let's read the rest. Actually, we can spawn our enemies. So we need quest units. So we need Eudex Ovidius to Hex A. So this guy's got 8 health. He's got Bide and Blind. Hex A. And then Karzug Gra Magul, we've seen before. 6 health. Aggressive and Unbridled. Gonna do that annoying stuff, I'm sure. To Hex B of rolling the die. Our Unrest, we can just actually track. See that? Yeah, sure. That's our Unrest is 2. All right. Non-quest enemies deploy with HP equal to current Unrest. Okay. So we are at 34. So with 20. Let's dig to the bottom. Maybe we get someone different. Oh no. Storm Atronach, native and shatter. Oh yeah, the native is why they're making them low health, because they could just heal up. So 4 attack, 3 defense. Yeah, that's a problem. And shatter means it's going to break my weapons, right? Whoopsie. Huh. Then we need a 10. A Dark Elf Sentry, divert and recover. Oh, recover on them is also bad, because they're starting out with health to heal. So it just gets 2 health and goes on number 2. And then we need 4 ones. Let's dig deep in the bag. Pull out 4. Oh, that is 4. Perfect. So this is the order they spilled out in. This is the order they'll go in. All right. Argonian Bandit on 3. Okay, how do you think Colossal is going to work? I know I've had this question before in previous playthroughs. This unit deploys with additional HP equal to the number of combat skill dice trained by adventurers. But this says they deploy with HP equal to the current Unrest, not exceeding their health stat. I'm going to assume he comes out at 4. Because you get 2 from this scenario, and then Colossal will add more. I think. Crab. Stalwart 2 going to or 5. And a skeleton. Already has 2 health, so no benefit there. Going on 6. That's a lot of dudes. Okay. Encounter rules. Initiate the following delve. Okay. When a non-quest enemy is defeated while occupying the clash tiles, the big one, its chip is flipped, so the opposite side's enemy is now face up and remains in its hex. Oh, so the ones are going to become 5s? Enemies with 0 HP do not take turns, nor can they be targeted. They may receive healing and function as normal upon being healed. At the end of each round, All units with 0 HP heal for HP equal to the current round. May exceed their health stat. Wow, this is cool. So I kill them, they flip, they rise from the dead. Thematic, I see. It says something hexes, entry hexes, or these symbols. These hexes on the delve tiles are explored as normal. Enemies deployed to delve tiles deploy with HP equal to the current unrest, not exceeding their health stat. After each time a sky shard is gained, you may decrease unrest by up to 2. Oh. So we can get unrest to 0, right? Yeah, you can get it to 0. Interesting. So that just means they come in like dead and then they still rise at the end of the round based on the round. They'll get that much HP. At this time, you may decrease unrest by an additional 1 if each adventurer gains 1 light fatigue. Oh, after I already put these guys out on the board? You son of a... Yeah, I'll gain a light fatigue. So unrest is 1. Actually, does it need to be... If I gain a Sky Shard, I can just drop it by 2 anyway. But I might not see a Sky Shard for a bit, right? And only on the big clash tile. This is true. This is true. DC Rendon, thank you for subscribing. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong or whatever. Thank you, thank you. Okay. This may be done multiple times. Oh, I can drop it to 0 right now if I want. But how does it go up? There's got to be a way it rises too. At this time, you may decrease unrest by an additional 1 for each adventure if each adventurer gains 1 light fatigue. This can be done multiple times. This may be done multiple times. If a Sky Shard is gained while unrest is at 0, quest unit Lich Delsandra. Oh, okay, this is why. Quest unit Lich Delsandra, what I put away. Deploys to the closest unoccupied hex to the adventurer who gained the Sky Shard. She deploys with full HP. Once a Lich Delsandra has been deployed, no additional delve tiles may be explored. Okay. So if I can... I'm going to drop this to 0 then. This makes sense, right? Drop it to 0. Which is... There's no 0. You know what? Maybe I have a 0. Okay, it's 0. Okay, unrest is at 0. So if I grab a Sky Shard while unrest is at 0, she'll spawn, full health, closest to me. And no, we don't have to explore anymore. So we just have to find 1 Sky Shard, I think. And she ignores enemies with 0 HP when triggering Penumbra. Okay. So she'll go to the weakest one. But again, if we can do that fear status die shenanigans, we'll be okay. Now let's keep reading. Each adventurer gains the following class ability. Purify Corpse. I have to be in the Magicka stance. Remove an enemy in range 0. In range, I have no range. With 0 HP from the battle. The tenacity cost for this ability is equal to the health stat of the enemy. When triggering this ability, adventurers may untrain stat tokens or skill dice from their attribute area, reducing the tenacity cost by 1 for each stat token or skill die untrained this way. Why would I want to untrain in the middle of a fight? Oh, it's reducing the tenacity cost. I see. But what is the tenacity cost? Oh, there was a errata for this, wasn't there? We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? What to do if Shadow Scale Keisha is in play? Oh, she would break it? If you completed Black Marsh, Dark Brotherhood, we didn't. Okay. Oh, yeah. She's an ally you can gain. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So maybe there's nothing. Yeah, that's true. I could explore just to make more space, but that might make more enemies too. So it's like, I'm not really... I think we'll be fine. I have a way to make a stealth status die, so we can cheese it a little bit that way. So these guys are our enemies, right? Yeah, they're not companions. And our battle objective is eliminate Lich Delsandra. So to win, we need to eliminate her only. That's it. Don't enemies deploy with 0 health? Yeah, but at the end of the round, they heal up. Unless they're... Oh, yeah, if they're on those tiles, they won't, right? Yeah, so we don't worry about them. Yes, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Minion. I get it, I get it. I keep thinking they're all going to heal. So, like, just more enemies that'll be all throwing dice at me and smoking me. Okay. Are we ready? Yeah, so since I don't have Magic Stance, I have 0 range. I don't think I get to do the whole Purify Corpse thing. We'll just ignore that. And she doesn't care about 0-cost enemies when triggering Penumbra. So we're just going to do the Fear Status Die thing. Let her transfer to somebody, kill that enemy, and call it a day, hopefully. That's my theory. I don't know why I put so much room over here. I don't think we're actually going to expand that much. I don't want to, but we might. All right, we good? Cooldown. 5. We gotta remember the native skill 2 does the healing still. Oh, but it only heals based on unrest. Okay, so this goes here, these go here somewhere. Okay, what the hell is Bide and Blind? Those are weird. Bide. If this unit does not move on its turn, it heals for 2 HP at the end of its turn. Blind. After this unit's engaged, apply a blind status die to its unit's target. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why I was what I was thinking blind was going to be, but anything else we don't know? Shatter, I guess, kind of. I think it's like if you use a weapon, it breaks, right? Shatter. Each turn, the first time this unit's engaged by an adventurer who is not overtaxing a weapon, that adventurer must discard a weapon from a ready slot after the engage. Okay, so yeah, we won't engage him. So we can choose her to transfer to whoever. And it won't be this guy because he recovers. Unless we... Oh, we can put a thing on him. So he won't have divert and recover. Not that we care, but... And then we choose him. We travel, expand here, hopefully get a crystal here. She spawns near us. We kill her. She transfers to here. And then we kill him because he'll have a fear die on him. This is what I'm thinking. Now let's check who can smash the hell out of me. Actually, this guy rolls 4 freaking dice. Why am I thinking of not fear statusing him? But he rolls 3. But I want one of them to be replaced by her, but she rolls 3, so it's like, I don't know. But this guy's all the way over here, but he does have 5 range, man. But if I can get onto another tile, he won't have sight to me, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get there in 1 movement, expand. I do have 5 tenacity, so I have ways of moving another 5 for my cooldown. Yeah. Yeah, this guy rolling 4 dice could be nuts at 5 range. This guy at 1 range rolling 3 dice could be nuts. This guy's 2 dice at 1 range. This guy is 6 range 2 dice. This guy is 5 range 2 dice. And I'm assuming doing the whole rolling the die thing and doing true damage to me, maybe. All right. I think we're okay. Let's just go with it. We'll try to put some shields up here anyway. So my only fear is getting hit by too many dice because there's way too many enemies. And I'm like going to ignore them, so I'm not killing any really. 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a sky shard, give me a sky shard, give me a sky shard. Oh, baby. All right, we did it. So let's try to do this correctly. So I need a long tile. I'm going to get a level 5 enemy, but it'll come in with 0 health, right? That's all how that works for sure. Yep, they'll deploy with health equal to the current unrest. Unless it's colossal, I'll give it some extra health, but... okay, so if I do grab this shard, I deploy an enemy to an unoccupied hex on as many tiles as swarmed. That won't happen. And I don't care about the enemy level. Yeah, okay, this is kind of like a really good card to get. Okay, so I will just plop this like so. And then we'll spawn a level 5 enemy. Yeah, I would do double move if I didn't find a shard here, but we get a bear. A bear with 0 health. Who won't activate and won't do anything, right? Enemies with 0 HP do not take turns, nor can they be targeted. They may receive healing and function as normal upon being healed. Okay, maybe they do heal everywhere. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just make sure we're clear on how this works. So it says when a non-quest enemy is defeated while occupying the clash tile, its chip is flipped so the opposite side is now face up and remains in the hex. So that references the clash tile. But the next line says enemies with 0 HP do not take turns nor can they be targeted. They may receive healing and function as normal upon being healed. I'm assuming that's enemies everywhere. I don't think that just means on the clash tile. It is part of the same paragraph though, but I don't know. At the end of each round, all units with 0 HP heal for HP equal to the current round. Okay. Yeah, I think we still heal every enemy on the board. I just think the clash tile ones, they flip here, but I think they heal everywhere. I think all units heal, yeah. I think the clash tile reference is just for flipping their chips when they die. I think that's it. I think that's it. I'll play it that way. So this guy can come alive. So I'm going to spend a tenacity and do my rousing speed. So that way I can engage still this turn. Oh yeah, I should have a treasure chip here. Okay, so I have my first shard. And when I gain my first shard, if I gain a shard while we're at 0, she's going to spawn at full HP. I think closest to me. She deploys to the closest unoccupied hex to the adventurer who gained the sky shard. I still have more movement points from my rousing speed. I'm going to go here. Done moving. I'm going to spend 3 tenacity. down to 1. I'm going to place a fear status die here. I will then engage Deslandra. What's the timing for the healing? At the end of the round, I think. Where is it? Where is it? At the end of each round, all units with 0 HP heal for HP equal to the current round. So at the end of this round, this guy will get 1 HP. Okay. I mean, we might be able to finish this right here. We'll see. Oh, maybe not if we roll too many blanks, but I mean, tenacity helps too, I think. Okay, so we can do... She's only recovery, rot, and penumbra, so she doesn't prevent anything. She has 0 armor. So that's 2 damage. Okay. I'm going to gain 2 tenacity, go into 3. This symbol on the dice does... deal 1 damage to your target for each one-handed shield skill die you have trained. So that's 6 more damage. She's dead. She's going to penumbra to here. She's going to rot me for 1 over fatigue. This guy is dead. Okay. And then I'm going to roll this die and these 2 dice. And I'll resolve this die to deal 2 damage to your target for each shield discipline die in your active slots. She only needs 2 damage. She's dead. I win. Boom, shalakalaka. Done. Easy peasy. Thanks for watching. I'm just kidding. All right, so battle objective, eliminate Deslandra. When completed, go to the epilogue. And just to be clear, I'm not going to do it for time's sake, but I could just apply a stealth status die to myself and survive to the end of the round. So you have to move. Yeah. I don't... What? Okay. Anyways. Let's see. Return to the epilogue. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I do this all the time. I forget to flip the page to read the keywords. I don't think it would have mattered. Let's find out. So we have disrupt operation. Let's see. Let's see if this would have mattered. Quest unit. Oh, we wouldn't deploy this unit, but it didn't matter. So we would have had 1 less quest unit on the board. Okay, that's neat. And I had minor keyword Assassin's Wrath. No. Those minor keywords are not here. Okay, so none of that mattered. Okay, let's read the big epilogue here. The dead have been restored to rest, now joined by many who were recently among the living. Your first thought is to seek the assistance of Lion Guard to bury the freshly unearthed corpses littering the battlefield. It's grim work, but you take solace in the fact that you prevented these honored dead from once again being wielded in aggression. They deserve more peace than Deslandra would have given them. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So again, the one thing we learned from the whole thing, and Dominic mentioned at the end of yesterday's stream, is for the one-handed build, take more level 1 dice, like right away. Just level those, take like as many as you need, and then start picking the fancy dice, I think. At least 1 more. So I think having like 3 level 1 dice from one-handed shield is a good start, rather than try to carry 2 further. I don't think that was good. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm having too much fun. I feel guilty. So anyways, we're going to go and thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out through the playthrough series. Thanks for the chat at the end there. And thank you for supporting the channel. Ball Guy Games, we need to talk on Discord and figure something out. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We need to do like an experiment game and see how bad the trouble is to get a game here. But yeah, we'll try it out. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.